Welcome to Fast Stang 444. I tried starting in the greenhouse area, and potentially there could be 3 drops right here. I don't see or hear a drop, so I will move. And this is an area that I call the bird's head because of the configuration of the roads appear to be a bird's head. Let's try this. A lot of times starting here, there'll be a drop right here next to me, and I glanced behind me because there's a bridge back there and a greenhouse across the bridge that could have had a drop, and there could have potentially been a few drops over to the left there. Open up the map just to see how far I have to go to get into the next arena. I've got plenty of time. If it was an East Coast arena that it is shrinking to, I would have to start making my way there immediately. This intersection I just went through with the building, sometimes there's a drop there, and so far I don't see anything. So let's head over this direction. I'll glance over to the left. Sometimes there's some drops over that way. I don't see anything, so I'll go to the right. Sometimes there's a few drops over this direction, and the swamp area is over on the left. And pardon me for not knowing all the names of the areas. I'm terrible with that. I usually nickname them based off of what's in the geography, like swamp area, or road configurations that are shaped like something, and that helps me remember where drops are and obstacles within those areas. So let's go over this way. I see a drop. What do we have? A Volkswagen Golf R level 2. It's actually a pretty good level 2. So I'll start making my way back over to where the next arena will be, and I'll look left and right as I go in case there's a drop that is nearby. And I don't see anything. There's a gap through the trees I'll take here. The traffic circle in this area is over on the right, and I know there's a gap just over left of it right here. I'll take this gap through the trees, and I will. This is actually going back to where I started. This is that greenhouse area where potentially there could be 3 drops right over there on the right. Of course there isn't, because this is still the first arena. Now I am actually headed to Atlantis de Tula area is over this direction. This is one of the few areas I actually know the name of. Are you surprised? So I'll go take a peek over here. I have some time before the arena shrinks, and sometimes there's a drop. Okay, there's a drop here. We have, all right, great, level 5 to Birdie F-150. So that was well worth the drive to Atlantis de Tula. And I'll head over this direction. I know that on this bend in the road ahead next to this building, this house, potentially there could be a drop there, and 3 drops that would be down the hill around the greenhouses that are ahead. So I'll just park here, wait for the arena to shrink, and if a drop is right here, I'll take it. If it's a higher level drop or faster, same level, and I'll be able to see those drops that are ahead as they appear as well. And I didn't want to park right under this drop, because if you do, it will disappear, and I could only see it by either driving under it after the fact or driving away. And of course I'm going back. It's a Maserati Levante, the fastest level 5 on the road. let's head over to these other drops and take a peek at these. And ultimately, I need to start getting into some head-to-heads here, but since I was on a car drop search and the arena was shrinking, I like to park near the edge of the next arena and drive around once it does shrink to see what appears. And I'm glad I did. Here's a Porsche 959. It's a rally car, best level 6 off-road. And of course it is. It's a rally car. Look at this drop that is here. It's a level lower, so I'll pass. Now I'll get over on the pyramid strip and start driving around the perimeter of this arena. I'll open up the map and I'm going to pause it here. You see how this current arena and the next arena touches just west of Atlantis to Tula there? That tells me that the final arena will be in that area. I see this car on the mini-map ahead, so I am going to head towards them and see if I can't get into a head-to-head with them. They obviously saw I was chasing them, went outside of the arena, and that takes time off your timeout bar. That is crucial when you're trying to time your exit in the final showdown. If you make it to the final showdown, and that's my ultimate goal, make as many final showdowns as possible. I win just under 2.5 times of the final showdowns that I complete. Alright, now I'm going to head over this direction. There's some drops over here, and potentially I could find a lower level car to engage in a head-to-head with, because this is away from where the final arena will be. It's away from where all the head-to-heads are taking place, and not seeing anyone else on the mini-map in this area, so this is most likely just going to be a car drop search, and so far that has not really paid off. That actually, the birdie is a good level 5, but it's not as fast as this level 6 that I'm in, so definite pass on the Porsche Macan, sorry. Let's get over here. Managed to get through all that without hitting anything. Let's get over on the road here. It's this other drop looks like on the bridge. It is. Oh, this is it's, I think, slower than the first level car you get, even though that was a level 2. Yeah, so far this isn't really paying off. It's just driving around looking at drops that are lower, and of course I need to run into a tree. I mean, no game in the Eliminator would be complete unless you at least hit one tree, for God's sake. Keeping an eye on the countdown to arena shrinks in, and I know I need to start heading back over to where the next arena will be, south, but I will do one little drive through the stadium just in case. There's a high level drop in here. So far that has been unfruitful, and there aren't any other cars over in this area, unfortunately. most times I will find one or two cars that are away from where all the head-to-heads are. I see one ahead, so maybe something will happen with a head-to-head shortly here. We'll see. Let's head over this direction. I thought about chasing that car that was ahead of me on the mini-map, but I decided I am going to just sit here and let my vehicle go opaque on the mini-map, which means I'll be invisible on the mini-map. I've had good luck doing this. One, there's a drop nearby someone may come and look at, and two, if I do engage in a head-to-head, they're going to be heading towards me away from the direction the head-to-head is going to lead, so I can start moving on them and have a jump on them. I was hoping this car on the expressway would come over towards me, but they pass on by, so I'm going to just wait this out. And I've had really good results doing this. It takes a little bit of patience, so I have to be patient. And oh, they're coming towards me. They're coming right at me to look at this drop. Here we go. Oh, that's a level 9 Andretti Beetle. Wow. And this level 6 Porsche 959, it's a rally vehicle, so it is really good off-road. It has good acceleration, good handling. I'll slow this next part down. They come to a stop, and I don't think they hit the bridge. I'm not sure what happened. If they spun out, they rolled. I know when you cross the expressway over there, you have to actually slow down because it will cause you all kinds of problems, and that might have been the case with them. Need to get over on this road that this finishes on right here, and fortunately hitting that one tree didn't cause me to lose this. I'll be able to take this Andretti Beetle. Wow. I'll pause this right here. Look at the location of the other drivers on the mini-map. They're all to the south. So I am just going to circle back around, and I am content to use this Andretti Beetle that I just took in the final showdown. So I'm going to circle around the perimeter away from where the head-to-heads are, and the arena is getting ready to shrink for the final showdown. So I will just make my way over and run into a little tree here just because I went through the woods. Alright, I think this is the tree out. Nope, it's this tree over here. Or is it this tree? Yeah, that's the tree. That's the tree, or trees. So these are the trees I like to be next to when I leave for the final showdown.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown. Final showdown begins in 30 seconds.
As I leave this arena, I will follow that road ahead. And this is Arena 10. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. And I will leave at 23 seconds. And ultimately, I'm trying to exit right at 3 seconds. My guess is these two cars are trying to influence the finish south since they are in slower cars. This is a level 5 Ford Focus RS. It's common that people will head in a westerly direction, and that causes cross traffic. That was close.
Final showdown in 3, 2, 1, go!
Looks like the finish is north of the stadium, so I'll go to the left here. You see the dirt road shaped like an H? You want to be along the right side of that H. There's a sign along the middle of that H on the middle of the expressway. Now I am angling just a little bit to the right, trying to navigate through a few of these buildings here. I think that was a house and a shed or something. All right, now I want to go towards the west side of the stadium. There's a few buildings along this line there on the left. So far, so good. Now I am going to angle the direction of the finish over here, and maybe just a little bit farther to the left. I think there's a couple buildings that are on this line that are a bit to the right there. Okay, this should be a good win. I think I have this. I see a car on the mini-map off on the left. It may wind up being close, but I got it. Yes! I like to look back just to see what kind of vehicle it was, and it looks like a level 9 Fiesta.
Welcome to the shadowy rank of the Eliminati.
This winds up being a 1 head-to-head win. Subscribe, please. Just click that link on the bottom right.